So today we'll be talking about Sun in Cancer in the fifth house and what that indicates. The sign of Cancer is about emotions, intuition, family, personal endeavors and personal projects. And it's about the creative process, the process of development, kind of like the womb and the development of a child. And usually this process is the private part of things. It's the part where we're not ready to share it with the world. And it's perhaps not presented publicly yet. It's not ready. And this can be an ongoing process. The sun represents our personality, our value to others, our ego, and the way that we will things into existence. And so with the sun being in Cancer, this means that your way of willing things into existence is very private, reserved, and it's creative. It's an ongoing process. You are perhaps heavily invested into family and personal projects and into your personal life. The thing about the sun in Cancer is that it doesn't feel very seen because Cancer is the more personal part of the chart. It's the lowest point in the zodiac wheel. It's the most private part of our charts. And it's the 12th sign from Leo, which is the sign that the sun rules. And the 12th house is about subconscious things. A lot of times when the sun is in Cancer, we can feel unseen. We can feel because we are more timid and reserved when we have the sun in Cancer. Now, the thing is, you also have the fifth house. So sun in the fifth house. Part of your personality and your ego is to be seen and to give value to others. Or perhaps to create things. The fifth house is the house of birth and of creations. It's the house of Leo. And so with your sun being here in Cancer, which creates quite a creative person, part of your ego and the things that you give to others is your creations. The sign of Leo is the second sign from Cancer. So there's an influence of the second house here. What is the second house? The second house is tangible things, possessions, resources, value. And so you may be somebody that creates physical art or physical crafts and you share them with people. You want people to see them. You put them out to be seen. Also, with sun in Cancer, there's a heavy appreciation for art and music, and things of that nature. Harmony, also chaos, because chaos is associated with the 12th house, and Cancer is the 12th sign from Leo. So there's a lot of creative potential with this placement. And people that make connections and harmonize things. Also, Cancer is about recordings. It's about memories. So a lot of times, when you have this placement of the sun here, you can find pleasure in documentation of certain forms or forms of recording things. So things such as photography, painting, recording music, anything that can be consumed later, anything that is preserved or saved or turned into a memory or a form of data. And with the fifth house influence, this is your version of being seen. You like to be seen through media or through creations, through recordings or photography, or especially music or crafts and art that you make. And things that came from the creative process, you like to share those and put them out. Usually the sun in Leo makes somebody a performer, or somebody that has the sun in the 5th house. This could be somebody that is a performer. So with the Cancer influence, you could be a recording performer. So you could be a video star, a TikTok star, or a musician, but a recording artist, somebody that ducks away in the studio, somebody that's hidden away, and creates these amazing pieces and shares those rather than being on a stage and seeking attention that way. On the other hand, you're emotionally expressive because the 5th house is about expression, and the sign of Cancer is our emotions, our feelings. Your moods and your personality are constantly fluctuating with the sun in Cancer, but you're not afraid to put your heart on your sleeve and share it and to be seen for what you're feeling. You can be seen as quite an emotional or dramatic person, but quite entertaining, and somebody that people can bond with, and that appreciates, creating memories with others, especially family and people that they're familiar with. And then, of course, with Pisces being the ascendant that's associated with the 5th house being in Cancer, this can definitely make you come off as somebody highly creative, highly imaginative, somebody that perhaps, like I said, records things or writes things. You could write books, but I don't see the influence of writing too much with this placement alone. Not writing, but more so performance and recording things. But there is a chaoticness about yourself, something unpredictable about you, or something that changes and that's mutable because of your ascendant, and also just the influence of Cancer being the 12th sign from Leo. People may think that you're crazy or overly dramatic or emotional, psycho, like all these kind of things, because you really wear your heart on your sleeve, and also you don't divulge what you're feeling. You just let people see it, and you let people guess. And people have to investigate you to know what's going on. You never communicate it directly, so people sometimes don't understand where your actions are coming from. Emotionally speaking, they don't understand that, and they don't understand the changing moods. They think that you're just being, that you are changing yourself and being different all the time. They don't understand that emotional importance there. So hopefully that first part made sense, and hopefully that part where I'm explaining the mutable nature and the emotions made sense as well. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, share this video with somebody you know that has this placement, and subscribe. Other than that, consider checking out my Patreon for a free natal chart reading or inquiry. And on my Patreon, I post other things than what I post on YouTube, and also astrology content that I don't post on YouTube, presentations and information that I don't cover or that's more deep. And also I do horoscopes for each month using numerology and astrology. So it's definitely the place to be. If you're not already on here and watching it from Patreon, because I posted this video earlier for my Patreon subs. Now, with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.